God is saying to you today, when you don't get what you want, you quickly assume that it's because you don't deserve it or because you are not worthy enough to get it. But have you ever thought that it could be because it doesn't deserve you or because it is not worthy of you? The truth is that we always give ourselves less credit than we deserve. And sometimes, many times, we live in denial of what we really deserve. So we settle for what is less. There is a power much higher than us, much wiser than us, that is willing to crush our feelings sometimes, so it can open our eyes to the strength that we have inside and to the reality of what we truly deserve. Type yes if you feel this. God message today. It amazes me how we always remember how others have wronged us, but we forget how we've wronged others. We always tell ourselves to forgive, but never forget. Here is my philosophy. If you want others to forgive you for what you have done wrong to them, then you should do the same. Some people need a second chance. Some people need to forgive themselves for wronging themselves and others. You can be in either situation. We need to help others and ourselves by forgiving others, and yes, by forgetting the actions that they've done as individuals. When you say never forget, it shouldn't mean that you will never forget the person doing the mistake, but that you will never forget the mistake that was done, so that you will remember how it made you feel and never do it to someone else. We are all humans. We all make mistakes. Whether we are courageous and sincere enough to admit that is a different story. If you want a second chance at being the person who you want to be, then give that chance to others. Forgive people and forget that they have made certain mistakes, but never forget the lessons that you learned from the mistakes they made. Type 2 if you believe this. Today's message for you: I am calling you to a life of constant communion with me. Basic training includes learning to live above your circumstances, even while interacting on that cluttered plane of life. You yearn for a simplified lifestyle so that your communication with me can be uninterrupted. But I challenge you to relinquish the fantasy of an uncluttered world. Accept each day just as it comes and find me in the midst of it all. Talk with me about every aspect of your day, including your feelings. Remember that your ultimate goal is not to control or fix everything around you. It is to keep communing with me. A successful day is one in which you have stayed in touch with me, even if many things remain undone at the end of the day. Do not let your to-do list, written or mental, become an idol directing your life. Instead, ask my Spirit to guide you moment by moment. He will keep you close to me. Type 1818 to claim it. God is saying to you tonight, this is your life. You're allowed to change your mind, to change your heart. You're allowed to be a different person. To wake up one day and not want to do the things you've been doing all your life. You're allowed to love who you want, to move on from the people who are not good to you, to let go of anyone without any kind of explanation, without any kind of regret. You're allowed to make mistakes, to learn from them, or not to learn from them and experience everything all over again. You're allowed to forget your past if you want to, or to stay in it, but you must also understand that this is not how you will grow. You're allowed to change careers, to dress differently, to chase different dreams, to change locations, even if, at first, you're terrified to do so. You're allowed to dislike yourself, but also allowed to change those same parts you don't see eye to eye with. To work on them until you're completely comfortable with who you are. This is your life. Make it count. Make your own validation, your own path, your own way of life. You are enough, and you are not broken. You're a lot stronger than you want to believe. Now breathe. Type, "I'm optimistic," if you're ready. Today's message for you: you stay right where you are. You dig. You learn the simplest facts about yourself. You date yourself. You daydream until you discover something that makes your chest feel even the smallest spark of hope. You question your darkest thoughts. You create rituals, soul-opening routines. You begin exactly where you are, with exactly what you have, and you work until every detail is made beautiful. You let yourself feel what you feel. You begin to act in self-loving ways even, and maybe most especially when you fear you don't deserve it. You realize that you are growing through the discomfort. You learn to let yourself be. Type, "I am aware," if you are. Message from God. If you think my silence has no meaning, think twice. Think, and you will realize the strength I hold back my words with. The most universal language is that of silence. We all use it, but it is the most misunderstood. It is the most powerful. It is the only language that we all express, yet each have our own unique way of expressing. Go for those who understand your own silence, no matter what you code it with. Go for those who are aware of the existence of a meaning behind your silence, one that is deeper than what any words can rightfully express. After all, if they don't understand your silence, they will never understand your words. Type, "I believe in myself," to affirm. Today's message for you: don't worry about what people think of you or about the way they try to make you feel. If people want to see you as a good person, they will. If they want to see you as a bad person, absolutely nothing you do will stop them. Ironically, the more you try to show them your good intentions, the more reason you give them to knock you down, because they know they've got a part of you that will care about what they do. Keep your head up high and be confident in what you do. Be confident in your intentions and keep your eyes ahead instead of wasting your time on those who want to drag you back by not caring or by caring the wrong way. Because you can't change people's views, you have to believe that true change for yourself comes from within you, not from anyone else. You must believe, and you must have faith that time itself is much more able to prove your point than you are. Type 50/50 to affirm this to yourself. Today's message, the funny thing about us, is that we like to take accountability for the good things we attract. But when we attract undesirable things or situations, we try to shift the blame on others for our pain. The universe doesn't work like that. Take accountability for everything you attract. Everything you attract is a manifestation of something that exists within you, something that you've thought, experienced, spoke, or something buried deep inside you that you may not have addressed yet. The key is not to look at anything you manifest as good or bad, but to look at everything you attract as a lesson. A puzzle piece needed to complete the overall picture. A lock combination needed to unlock your healing and emancipation. Type "I'm optimistic" if you're ready. God message for you today. There is someone out there in the world that doesn't have to be forced to fit into your puzzle. Do not take the risk of settling for someone if you're uncertain of your feelings, just because you want some kind of companionship. There is someone out there who is meant for you. Leave the door open for them to come in. Until then, focus on you. Focus on pursuing your goals and give yourself the opportunity to make your dreams come true without being distracted by detours. Surround yourself with family, loyal loved ones, and successful people. That way, you'll learn how to succeed from them. Learn to better yourself every day by taking what they teach you and teaching what they taught you. Be patient and keep yourself busy. Allow love to catch up to you, but on its own time. Like this video, if you have a believe in God. God message, no one knows what you need to do more than you do. Cry when you need to. It's relieving. Laugh when you need to. It's healing. Sit alone when you need to. It's necessary. Surround yourself with strangers when you need to. It's eye-opening. Living by your needs is not easy. No one said it was. But a fact that you should always remember is this. You are more worthy of being taken care of than anyone around you. And I don't mean the superficial kind of care. I mean the care that your soul needs. Everyone around you is struggling somehow. Everyone around you is trying to reach a goal, a destination, or a dream. Just as you might not expose your worries to the world, no one else has to. Remember that you are a work in progress. You are not perfect. You are not expected to be. Do not allow the fear of falling to stop you from jumping. Do not allow the fear of responsibility to stop you from committing. Do not allow the fear of exposure stop you from shining. Type, I am ready to shine, to affirm. Universe message: don't be distracted by the views of others. Focus on what engages and inspires you. The most exhilarating experiences are generated in the mind, triggered by information that challenges our thinking. If you're excited by a subject that no one else is, all that should matter to you is that you're interested. Revolutionary thinkers who create totally new ideas are driven by their interests, not whether or not others are interested too. Type, I am aware if you are. God says, there will always be places that don't welcome you, people who don't want you in their lives, and dreams that just don't work out. But that doesn't mean that there aren't other places that will welcome you. That doesn't mean that there aren't other people who would love to have you in their lives. And that doesn't mean that there aren't bigger dreams for you. Maybe you're meant to be in better places. Maybe you're meant to have better people in your life. Maybe you are meant to reach higher dreams than the ones that you have planned. So don't despair, trust in fate, and go for what you truly believe is the best thing for you, or that puts your heart and soul at peace. And it will work out. Type, I embody love to affirm. God says today, the toughest times teach you the most valuable lessons. They show you realities that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. They push you to seek your own being, to listen to the voice within yourself when there is no one around to listen to. It teaches you the dangers of dependency on a soul other than your own, and distinguishes between the people who are here for you from those who are here for the phase that is for you. The toughest times are often the most painful, because more often than not, they do not abide by the expectations you hold. People do turn their backs on you. You do lose what you felt you had a firm grasp on, and often you come to realize that you do not even understand your own being the way you thought you did. Yet the toughest times are equally valuable in the knowledge they give you of the nature of this world, its people, and your own being. Such times refocus you, redirect you, and pull you off one path and put you on another. They are painful in nature and valuable in the waiting of knowledge. Type, I believe in myself to affirm. God says, meeting people is never an accident. Someone cannot walk in and out of your life without reason. Lessons and the growth that you experience are never spontaneous. It is always meant to be. There is a higher purpose, an end beyond you and I, which we will never know until we reach it. So, I want you to stop treating your experiences as casual occurrences that just happened and start looking for a deeper meaning, an end, or a goal. Something that helps you flourish, that teaches you the important lessons that only people and their existence can give you. There is a plan for you, and you must find it if you want to conquer it. Think about it. In a world consisting of 7.442 billion people, each capable of teaching you something. Why did your path cross with this person? Because you needed a particular lesson at this point in your life. Think about it deeply. Only then will you stop treating your growth as an accident and start appreciating it as a beautiful journey meant just for you. Type 3636 if you are ready. Self-prayer today. I believe in goodness. I believe in good intentions. I believe in a power stronger than any kind of willpower we may think we have. We are destined to make mistakes. We are destined to be flawed. Each and every one of us. No one is perfect. We all lie sometimes. We all allow our hearts to dip into temptation sometimes. Sometimes we judge, and sometimes we make promises we can't keep. Sometimes we walk down paths knowing they are dead ends before we even take the first step. And sometimes we turn away from the roads that promise us happiness out of fear. We all make mistakes, and the fact that we make them differently does not lessen the importance of reflecting upon them and making them better. If you believe that the world can change, you must believe that you must change. So go ahead. Type, I embody love, to affirm. Today's message for you. No one else can possibly know that kind of power you've got going on inside you. What kind of potential, life force, creative ability you contain. Only you know the beginning and end of that. And even if you tell them about your dreams and they nod their head like, yes, yes, maybe that's meant to be, they should never need to be convinced that you will reach those dreams. Because your dreams are not theirs. Because your dreams are not theirs. Let go of their opinion. Let go of their judgment. Let go of their support, even if it is coming from the most loving place. Let it go, because it's not for them to know this thing that you are dreaming. You know where you're going. You know what you're capable of. There is no need to prove this or explain this or articulate this to anyone else. It is entirely up to you, and you need all the space within you to be free for new realities. Make sure you've cleared that space. Make sure nothing else is influencing that space. Make sure that this dream is all and only you. Type Amen if you below this. God message. You do what you feel good about, which you think is the right thing you believe in, and where you get your strength from. You do it for yourself. Is that selfish? No, because you live your own life. As long as you do everything from your heart, your feeling, and your passion, you are doing well. Your intentions are pure, because as long as you make your own choices and act from your feeling, passion, and compassion, you do not hurt anyone, do you? In everything you do and in everything you say, people can express themselves angry, disappointed, or jealous. Perhaps this is because they are disappointed that you think of yourself for once instead of putting yourself aside. Maybe it is because they would rather see you go down than you are doing well. And maybe they are scared, afraid they cannot make the same choices or cannot achieve the same as you. But does that entitle them to attack you and take away your security? No, absolutely not. Of course, they may have their feelings and may they speak out. But an act out of jealousy, envy, or despair is not good for anyone. Instead of hurting someone by your own sense of despair or uncertainties, first try to observe, try to read a lesson, try to be happy for someone else, give someone his luck and see it as an example. We are not competitors. We can help each other. We can support each other. We can listen to each other and see each other and hear each other. Doesn't it make you much happier when you are awarded? Because it is awarded to you. It is up to you. You find happiness in yourself. Focus on yourself and let others inspire you. Instead of bringing them down, help them up and help yourself. Type Amen if you believe this. Type Yes if you're ready. And share this video with 3 people who trust God. God is saying to you today, the difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one is only a matter of perspective. Pull the blinds. Look around you. It is a weird, wonderful world, and you do not require a 10-digit bank account to immerse yourself in it. Travel down dusty roads without a destination in mind. Climb a mountain and scream out into the void. Kiss a stranger, skinny dip in a lake. Get lost and lose yourself. These are 2 separate things. Explore the wilderness, particularly the one within. Think less of destiny and more of the moment right here. Because in the end, as you reflect back on your long life in that hospital bed, surrounded by your family and friends, fame won't matter, nor will the extent of your wealth. You are only the sum of the stories you can tell. Please subscribe our channel and turn on bell notification for more God message.